2 weeks is way too long for me to not make a video. I had an idea for one. I'm still working on it. If I do it, it has to be done by a certain date because it's like a response. But I wanted to make one because I haven't made one in such a long time, and I'm feeling like I'm not connected. So I'm making this one, even though it's really kind of just about my life for the past 2 weeks. So I had 3 tests last week, a 30-minute group presentation. Jeez, I need to learn how to talk or something. Okay, so I had a 30-minute group presentation, and I had a paper due. You know, with schoolwork, a social life, and sleep. Gotta have sleep somewhere in there. With those 5 things, there's no time. There's no time to do all of them, and I hate the life of a college student. I had an ASL test Monday. Not today, Monday. Last week on Monday. In the morning. In between, I have 6 hours, like after my class, I have 6 hours before my next class at 6 o'clock. So I spent 4.5 hours working on my group presentation because my stupid computer, my PowerPoint wouldn't open, first of all. So I opened up Windows, and where it says open, start a Word document or whatever, I went to PowerPoint. So I work on it, I have a couple slides done, I save it, put it on my flash drive, try and open it again, it will not open on my computer. I cannot get anything PowerPoint to work on my computer. So I had a bunch of stuff done and then couldn't finish it. At work on Saturday, I was planning on going home at 4:30 when I was supposed to get off, working on my PowerPoint project, trying to get it done, like really get it done. So what happens? One of the girls doesn't show up and she doesn't call us, so I had to stay until closing. And then the same thing happened. Well, not the same thing happened. They fired her because it was a no-call, no-show. So on Sunday, she was supposed to work, so I had to stay an extra 2 hours for her then too. Plus we had customers in the store, so it was like 2.5 hours. So I was really ticked off and stressing out because I wanted to get my PowerPoint project done. It wouldn't work on my computer. I kept thinking, oh my god, I'm never going to get it done. It's like a group project, so it's really going to hurt everybody's grade, not just mine. Plus, I was stressing because of the fact that it's my the first time I've had to get up in front of anybody in college other than my sign language class and present or talk about anything. And it's like a group of like 60 or 70 people. And like my sign language class, it's a lot different because this is the second quarter I'm taking it in college. And there's like 20 to 30 of us. I don't think there's even quite 30. And you know each other because when you learned how to do like your name and stuff like that, like your age and your major and stuff, you had to go around and introduce yourself to people and talk to people, and plus you do group activities like every day, so the immediate people around me I'm always talking to and always doing stuff with. And so you know everybody. So getting up in front of them and talking is not really hard to do. So I was really stressed about that because I don't know these people and I don't like getting up in front of people. And yeah. So I got that done with, and then I had to worry about, I had a test on Tuesday for one of my psych classes. And it's really hard material. I really don't like it. There's so many different terms that we have to know, and the definitions are just really hard. So I was stressing about that. And then, let's see what else. I had another test on Wednesday evening for the class I had the presentation for. Which actually, it didn't even take me a whole half an hour to take. My class starts at 6:05. She was passing the test out at 6:05. And I was in my car by 6:29. Okay, Thursday I had a paper due, and I actually had to go to an art gallery to do the paper. This is another thing I was stressed about on the weekend. Like Saturday, I was supposed to work in the morning, and I think I said I got off at 4:30 earlier. That was a lie. I didn't get off till 9:30 because that girl called off. But I was supposed to be off at 4:30. And then I was supposed to work 4 to 8 because I had to switch with someone so I could go to the art gallery in the morning, because the only day I can go with school and work would be Mondays between noon and 5, but they're closed on Mondays. of all days of the week to be closed. You got to be closed on a Monday. So I had to get someone to switch with me. Then I was there all morning because I took my mom with me. It was downtown. She didn't want me to go by myself because I never go downtown by myself just because there's nothing for me down there. And so she wanted to go, and she really liked it. She was looking at everything and kept saying, Mom, come on, I got to get back to school. Or I got to get back to work, sorry. Got to get back to work. And she was just taking her sweet old time. So by the time we get out there and I get home, I've got to get ready and go to work. I was at work until 8. Well, I was supposed to be at work until 8. And then we ended up being there until almost 10 o'clock. And then, so at least I got my paper done though. But I didn't do very good on it because I didn't write it till like Wednesday. That's my fault. But the requirements for it are just really stupid. And I don't looking into them. I can look into the meaning and stuff, but just, we have to talk about, direct lines and where your eyesight goes to and all this stuff, but there's a lot more to it than what you think there is. I have, 20 pages of, definitions and terms that we had to incorporate into it, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die of art terms. So, I finally got that done. Okay. This is going on 6 minutes already, jeez. I just keep talking. So, I got the art paper done, and that was all for last week. So I was like, oh, okay, I can quit stressing out so much. So I was really looking forward today because I was going to be getting my sign and my psychology of men and women, or psychology of gender, tests back. I got 124 of 125 on my sign language test. And you know what stupid mistake I made? I don't even know how I did it. But in one of the sentences, she said, it was me and my dad were arguing over and over and over last night or something. But it wasn't dad. She did this. This is mom. This is dad. She did mom, and I wrote dad. What an idiot. 1 point, and I had to miss it on something so simple. It couldn't have been part of the essay question or something I missed it on. Had to be something stupid, so now I feel stupid. And, but you know what? That's 99.2%, and it's, the highest grade in the class. So, I can't really complain. Let's see. My other one. I got an 86 on it, which was about what I was expecting, because it was a little harder than it was actually pretty easy compared to what I thought it was going to be, but it was still a little hard, some of the questions. Plus, each student, they did a group presentation. There were 3 groups ranging from 5 to 8 people each. Each had to submit a question, so that was at least 18, or about 18 questions. But, and some of the students feel a need that they have to make the questions really hard, so a couple of them were really difficult, but, yeah. And then there's this one that she gave everybody because the reason that the answer, what the answer was didn't make a whole lot of sense to everybody, and, everyone missed it, so she just gave it to everybody. And it was so that's an 86. You know what? I take an 86. That's good. Anything that's an A or a B is fine with me. What she ended up doing was, she's like, I'll go ahead and curve it. So the highest grade was 94. So that means I got to add 6 points. So that gives me a 92. So that gives me an A. So I was really happy. Now, I'm kind of worried about getting the test back tomorrow because I don't think it's very good at all, my other psych test. And I have a paper in there due on Thursday. It's 5 pages. It's about prejudice. But we have to talk about the 4 models of prejudice and the remedies for it. And we have to critique each model and do all this stupid crap. Plus, I have an art test over all those stupid things. And the only way I can do it is if I'm reading out of my book and I'm like, oh yeah, that's what that is. That's what that is. So I'm a little worried, and I only have about 15 seconds left. So wish me luck on my tests. Hope that I do really good because I can't afford to have bad grades. Well, not like it's going to hurt me that bad, but because I'm a good student. But really, I really strive for good grades, so wish me luck.